Hello guys. Probably everyone on the earth should be aware of a fundamental truth. You can't pick your parents, and you should always, regardless of who they deserve our respect, love, and gratitude. However, several circumstances arise in life, and regrettably, not all children can exclaim with pride that they are setting their parents as a role model for other people. There are too many requirements for an effective and a successful individual in today's the world is highlighted, whereas the straightforward and crucial there is no human quality at all, deserving of the respect they receive. In general, the protagonist of our novel was similarly ashamed of her father for a very long time before she finally understood a basic reality. Richie Ann was born a healthy infant into a modest family, but she had one quality that set her apart from the others. Richie's father spent his entire life visiting various clinics and adjusting to live with congenital Down syndrome while other fathers were gone at work attempting to make a fortune. She didn't notice her dad's quirks when she was a young girl. She received a lot of jeers and conversations in high school about her dad's eccentricities. The foolish name-calling from her classmates made Rich feel ashamed about his own father because children that age are notoriously harsh. She had to conceal the truth more and more as she grew older. And while she treated her father with respect at home, she avoided bringing up her father's name in front of her friends. She was very humiliated by him. Richie even went as far as to make sure no one was home when her friends came to visit because she was so ashamed of him. When it was time to meet her boyfriend, no one was at home, so she had to proceed without her father as well. Continued on for years, but as time passed, the girl grew older. Even when the infantile sense of humiliation vanished, the understatement and lack of warmth were still perceived as a chasm between people who were formerly close. Richie really ventured to make a crucial move at that time, which sparked a social media discussion frenzy. This year, her father's birthday fell on this day. The customary modest annual congrats from her daughter took the shape of a heartfelt message posted to her Facebook page. Of course, the girl could have spoken to her father face to face, but writing a letter allowed her to fully express her sorrow and regret for her actions and move closer to her goal of becoming proud of her relationship with her father rather than ashamed of it. Even the former classmates who had been criticizing her at the time could now read the girl's revelations and come to the correct conclusion. Richie's mind was racing when she sat down to write it, but she was at a loss for words as to how to express how she was feeling at the time and how ashamed she felt of her former self. Was it possible to put into words why she refused to go out with him in public when it was what she really wanted, only because of other people's opinions and to spare herself from sideways glances? Anyway, she composed herself and wrote, "Daddy, I can't feel your agony," before pouring out the most heartfelt thing she had uttered in a long time. "Although you were constantly encouraging and told me you loved me at home, I avoided you in every manner since I had been teased at school and I was ashamed of you. The doctors couldn't guarantee that you would live, and they were always battling for your life because I didn't pay attention to you, didn't care about you, and didn't even thought to make you happy every day. I feel terrible accusing you of not being like the rest of us. Despite the fact that no one chooses to be born with a hereditary illness. I am sorry, Dad. I only realized it much later, and I hope there's still time for me to make up and show the world how much I love you." The moment Richie clicked the publish button, a shudder rushed through her body, but it was a great feeling. It was as if a heavy weight had been on her spirit for years, but now it had been finally lifted, allowing her to breathe through my chest. In the end, that's exactly what it was. By evening, the girl could not believe what she had seen. In just a few hours, 67,000 people had read the message, and the post had received numerous encouraging remarks and words of encouragement, which had been sorely lacking. The girl had been absent for all of these years. Of course, the most significant reader ended up being the father, who wept over the letter and declared that he had never been angry with his daughter since he adores Richie so much. Now, the only issue is how to extend his father's life rather than how he looks and what others would say, because even the doctors are astounded at how a guy with Down syndrome was able to live for 50 years. However, Dad still fights, loves, and enjoys every day with his daughter. Richie Ann is currently working hard to aid the less fortunate with her charitable endeavors. In an effort to make up for lost time, she makes an effort to spend as much time as she can with her father and make him happy every day. She is also relieved that she was able to conquer her worries because, as you are aware, her family is the most valuable possession she has and, regrettably, parents do not live forever. Friends, take care and love your parents, because be careful and adore your parents because no one will ever love you as much as they do, my friends. The rest will be forgotten in a second, and once it's too late, there is nothing you can do to stop it. Consider sharing your thoughts on the story of the day, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Well, talk soon.